This is How Far,
a podcast hosted by
me, Timmy Otedola,
and me, Mr. Easy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time stopping by, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm filming with my natural hair. Today's video is just something really different. There's really no big deal. I want to braid my hair because I'll be going out tomorrow, so I want to like do cornrows, but I just watched How Far podcast. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I guess you're not part of the internet family. Anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, How Far podcast is a podcast hosted by Mr. Easy and Temi Otedola, his girlfriend. I'm not really a podcast person. I've never really listened to podcasts before. This is literally the first podcast I'm listening to. I don't know which English to use for that. Anyways, I'm always saying watch because it's on YouTube. I listened to the podcast. I actually listened to it twice, and it's quite interesting. To be honest, I'm not really big on first impression, especially when it comes to things like this. I always want to like maybe see it, understand what they are talking about before I air my opinions, you get, because sometimes if you're too quick you might give a wrong impression, if that makes sense. Now after listening to it, if I'm to give a review, like, it's a very chilled podcast. So I'm going to play it now, and then I'll put it somewhere here so you guys also listen. It's audio, nothing. It's not like, it's very hot in Abuja, honestly. In a day I drink like 3 of these. That's why my skin is glowing. So I'm going to play it now, and yeah, we'll just listen.
This is How Far,
A podcast hosted by
me, Timmy Otedola,
and me, Mr. Easy.
My debut movie Citation is out now. So head to Netflix worldwide and go and stream it.
Before, Demi was a superstar, but now she's a mega superstar. Let me know what you thought about Citation. Let me know if you felt that.
By the way guys, please let me know what you guys like, what your reviews are regarding the movie Citation. You know, I read different review on Twitter, like movie producers are supposed to like consult proper doctors because when acting they really don't pay attention to a lot of things, and that's not right because they commit a lot of, you know, medical offenses in movies just because they don't ask for the input of real medical doctors. That was what I saw on Twitter. So yeah, and let's just continue.
I should have been the boyfriend in that movie. Because I mean, then I would have
Koyejo. Okay, no
I should have been Koyejo. Yeah. I know some people are gonna be like, easy, I just being salty.
You're my real life Koyejo.
Anything you say in the podcast, it just stays in the podcast, doesn't leave. So if I say your shirt is ugly, you shouldn't take it personal.
Okay, this is a safe room. So T, have fun now.
I'm good. I just spent the weekend with my G's in the lakeside. It was cool. The only problem was it was raining.
So the beginning part of the podcast, they were trying to catch up, apparently, you know, find out what they've been up to. So we're just going to skip that part. I've told you guys what it was about. And there's something I really want to say. Her diction is amazing. Like, when people have good diction, it doesn't even matter the language. Like, example, like Dima Ome, I know she's Igbo, but like her Igbo is just sweet, you know. Like, there's also this actress that I really love, Shafa Bello. She's a Nigerian actress. Auntie Shafa Bello before people say, ah, you don't have respect. Anyways, yeah, she speaks so well and she's so classy. She was in the men's club. Yeah.
I actually want to talk about when it comes to planning, who plans our dates. Let's keep it 2 Virgils here. Like, let's keep it 100.
So,
who plans our dates?
You know, okay, so generally in relationships, I feel like it should, okay.
Someone's treading lightly, I see.
I don't want to talk generally, but for me, I always, like, for most of the time, I just care about there. So I feel like, okay, the girl should be the one that is, okay, maybe not always planning, but like picking the restaurants, like.
But why?
From that, like, I feel like guys should always pay for dates, and I've given you guys examples of times I pay for dates. But I want to ask you, what about vacations?
I was gonna say this is a very, very interesting one, because I feel like a lot of the time the cost is taken up by a boyfriend. Vacations are expensive. So, as a guy, do you think it's fair that you're taking up all the costs? I mean, because that's what we've done. When we get there, you pay for the whole hotel, you do all the hotel bills, so we have activities, you pay for everything.
Okay, so I don't, now that you're asking me, do I think it's fair? Like,
you're like, nah, it's not fair.
Because, like, generally, I think it's not fair. Like, if a guy flies you out, like, there was a day I was saying something on Twitter, and someone was like, oh, if you fly me out, then you're supposed to cover all the costs. I'm like, no, sis. Like, if a guy flies you out.
No, flying out, you need to pay.
Why?
No, if you say fly out, like I'm here, I want flights,
okay,
so
hotel.
If we're going on holiday together, then I will offer my flights.
So what?
I will pay for it.
If I say, hey,
because it's not by force if we want to go as a couple. Do you understand?
So what you're saying is when a guy flies a girl out, he should pay for everything.
No, don't tell me to come through to Miami. If you don't want to put a budget.
No, come through to Miami.
Like imagine
don't come to Miami without like your credit card.
No. You should have
and, like your card.
If you want to do your nails, chill a bit. Like if you want to go and grab it, you need to have coffee and school money. Do you understand?
Like if you're doing your own thing, you should be able to have your own money to do your own thing.
But as a responsible adult, but the guy should expect pocket money. Do you understand? If you're like, babe, we can come through, I'm gonna fly you into Lagos for December Christmas. You are.
So all bills should be on me if I'm flying you out somewhere. All bills. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't believe that. I feel like anything that has to do with, maybe I'm too.
But she could have sat at home.
Yeah, but is she not enjoying the hotel, enjoying the food, enjoying the
she should enjoy.
Enjoying the
life is for enjoying.
Enjoying all of that.
Which boat?
Like you get a boat. Like I feel like.
So we're on the high seas now.
You should have vex money. There's something called vex money. If somebody flies you out.
I know. And they're not replying your message.
Yeah, you should have to say, okay, you should have money enough to just go and, let's say he has booked your flight.
I agree.
You're supposed to be there for a week. Now he's pissed you off. You shouldn't wait the whole week.
No. I will always do that because I'm a responsible adult and I don't depend on anyone. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So, I'm going to leave, like I said, guys, this is very long. I'm just 27 minutes. It's about 45 minutes. To be honest, this conversation, it's quite interesting. I'll leave a link to the video in the description box. But then this conversation is quite interesting because I agree with Temi and I also kind of agree with Mr. Easy. Now, first of all, they talked about who is to pay for a date. My own, will I say principle, or my own view, or how I see it, yes. When it comes to dates, I feel like whoever initiates the idea for that date should have it in their mind, should prepare to pay, be it the girl or the guy. Now let's say two adults are having conversation, and you're like, oh, we should really hang out sometimes. Why don't we hang out for drinks? You should have it in your mind that you're supposed to pay. It's only courteous for you to, you know, take care of someone when you invite them. Do you get me? So in my own way, I feel like whoever initiates the date, whether the girl or the guy, now if the girl wants to pay and the guy goes like, no, I got it, I can take care of it, then that's a different thing entirely. By all means, mister, please take care of it. But as a girl, if you're inviting a guy out, you should also know that bills are not just like meant for guys to take care of. You don't just sit in your house and be like, oh, let's go hang out, and you eat, you don't contribute. Like, in fact, you can even, sometimes, me personally, when I invite someone out, I'm always like, you know what, I really want to pay, and if the person insists on paying, I'll be like, let's split. And then secondly, let's say now I initiate the idea for us to hang out, and after everything the guy goes like, no, I want to pay. If I'm doing takeout, no matter what you say, I must pay for that takeout myself. If you insist on paying, I'll just tell you to forget it. It has nothing to do with pride. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just my principle. Like, I feel it's the responsible thing to do as an adult. So as a responsible adult, you're supposed to know that when you invite someone out, you take care of them. Do you get me? So if you're planning a date and you ain't got money, don't plan the date. Period, point blank. Sit in your house. And it goes as far as, even these days, like if someone invites me out, I'm like, even if it's birthday parties, because I've been in birthday parties in Abuja and they make the guests pay. I'm just like, who told you I wanted to spend this money? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I paid, but I didn't say I wanted to eat out. I could have just sat at home and eaten my mother's food. Like, why are you inviting me out? I'm on a budget. I'm unemployed, so. And then that's just that if it's like two separate people that maybe they're trying to get to know each other and blah blah blah. Now, as a couple, let's even keep, before we get to the couple part, let's talk about the invite. Now, Mr. Easy is saying if a guy tells you to come to Lagos, why would you expect him to pay for everything? First of all, if someone invites me to Lagos and I don't have enough money that will cover my tickets to and fro and chilling, I will tell you no. Even if you say, oh, come, I'll take care of it, I'll be like, you know what, if you're going to take care of it, send me money to put in my account so that I'll hold the money, because people can misbehave. Just like he was saying, you need to have vex money. What if you go there and then the guy annoys you, you just cannot move? So if someone is inviting me to another city and be like, oh, come, I'll take care of your ticket. And I had this guy that actually invited me to Lagos. How we started talking was, he wanted to buy me a cake. He bought me a cake actually in one of my birthdays, like that. He insisted. I didn't ask for the cake, guys. So he was like, oh, it's your birthday, I really want to get you cake. Then he was in Germany, and at the end of the day, I know I wasn't going to be home that day. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I won't be home, blah blah blah. He's like, no, he insists, like he really wants to get me cake. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. He ended up sending me the money. I think he sent me about 30k or so. So now he's in Nigeria and he's inviting me to Lagos. And I was like, see, one, we are in a pandemic, and Nigeria is even a pandemic on its own. So if you're inviting me to Lagos, I can't handle the bill right now. And he was like, no, that of course he'll take care of the bill, like he'll take care of hotel, he'll take care of, you know, he'll take care of my flight and all of that. I'm like, oh, okay. If he's taking care of that, of course I can go to Lagos. I've never been to Lagos and I would love to have an experience. And at the end of the day, he goes like, of course, I'm the one inviting you. I'm supposed to cover the cost. Do you get me? Now, when I get to Lagos, I have friends that are in Lagos, you know, and maybe we spend time, let's say we hung out for like 3-4 days, and I don't feel like leaving. I'm not going to stay and expect the guy to keep paying now. That's ridiculous. Like, if I have my own things that I want to do, let's say now I want to hang out with some of my friends, of course, like I said, that are in Lagos, you're supposed to take care of that. That's where the problem is. Like, when they fly you out, and then you want them to take care of the bill and also your extra activities that you want to do. Example, let's say you're going to maybe get your nails done. You're like, babe, let's go get my nails done, and then you get there, you expect them to pay. I don't think that's right. If you have to chill, you should go with your credit card. Do you get me? Let them do the ones they're supposed to do, and you also, if you have like plans on, you know, chilling and all those stuffs, you're supposed to take care of it. I think that's what Mr. Ize is trying to say. And then his girlfriend, and then he also said it's always good to have vex money, which makes sense. To me personally, I don't even see it as vex money. As an adult, you're supposed to have money. If you don't have money, don't go out. It's that simple. Like, it's not a must that you go out if you don't have money. Like, just sit at home. There's really no point. I don't see it as vex money. In fact, the fact that they call it vex money, I don't get the idea, but I kind of get the idea, but I also don't get it, because as an adult, you're supposed to know that before you step outside your house, you're supposed to have money in your pocket, in your purse, like in your wallet, in your card. And then that's what he's trying to say. Now, as a couple, they were now talking about, like, when it comes to vacation, who takes the cost. Like, as a couple, you guys are supposed to, of course, everybody's supposed to have a certain level of responsibility. I don't think it's fair if you just want to stay and be the one to be paying, and then the girl will be the one to get locations, get, you know, vacation ideas and all of that. I feel like if you really care about someone, you're supposed to put in effort. I mean, let her plan this vacation. The next one, you'll be like, oh baby, I think we should go to this place. Do you get me? And when you guys go, you're supposed to have a certain level of responsibility assigned to, you know, okay, maybe you're the one planning, or maybe you're the one that's like, okay, we're going here. She's supposed to be like, oh, when we get here, we're supposed to go see this place, you know, things like that. I feel with that, it's way better than just expecting one person to just carry the cost. If you're expecting one person to carry, like, take care of the bill, like, what exactly are you doing? What would be your own contribution? Do you get me?
But for couple vacations,
but if he said he's flying you out,
yeah,
he has to back it.
Like, okay, I fly you out to Paris. Now I don't want to see you anymore. And guys do that a lot. We booked 2 weeks for you, but we only want to see you for, like, and I'm sure girls do that a lot. Like, maybe you fly out, but you don't want to hang out with the person again.
Yeah, like, I'm free, I'll go find French babe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you should be able to say, and he says, oh yeah, there's a flight, you're going back in 3 days time, you're going back tomorrow. You should be like, oh no, I'm not going back tomorrow, I have other things to do here. Like, you know, I just feel that's important. For vacations, if I'm the one saying, let's go on the vacation, I want to pay for everything. In fact, sometimes when you say, oh, you want to pay for something, it upsets me, because I'm like, you know, and maybe that's just how I grew up. Like, I just grew up seeing the male characters that were very dominant to my life. Like, they always paid for things, and it was like how they showed affection was by paying for stuff. So for me,
but sometimes you see people use the excuse that, oh, you know, I pay for your whole life, like, now I can treat you like rubbish. So you see, that's what I mean by the social construct, that, oh, because the man pays for everything, the woman is under the thumb.
So you feel so what do you think about, what are you saying about vacations? Like, the woman
I'm not saying
to be shared?
I think that only happens in toxic relationships. Yeah. Because you are able to pay for everything. Yeah. But then if you do something I don't like, I'll be like, Tosin, you, what's this?
Yeah.
But in some relationships, because he's paying for everything, the woman now can't speak up. Can you see?
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, the scales are a bit tricky. Yeah. But I actually wanted to go from vacations, big birthday presents. Do you ball? Do you ball first year? Do you ball second year? How big of a deal is it? Because you know I'm a big birthday person.
Yeah, so for me, like, I'm not really a big birthday present person, but obviously I'm.
Anyways, from what they're saying, I feel that there should always be a balance. You know, like, there should always be a balance. me personally, I'm not a birthday person, but I can go out for my friends when it's their birthday. I mean, I've rosed up somebody's house one time. There were candles, you know, roses, wine, music, but I really don't care that much about my own birthday. So you just need to understand. And the person I did that for, he's like a big birthday person. Do you get me? You need to understand how important that particular thing is to the other person. I think that's what relationships should be about. Like, pay attention to what this person really, you know, appreciates, and kind of do it for them, because you know, things like that make them happy. There should always be a balance, to be honest. There should always be a balance. Like I said, guys, this is very long. I'm going to leave the link, like I said before, in the description box, and you guys should go watch it, and also come back after watching. You come back and tell me what you guys think. I enjoy this podcast, and if any of you have a podcast you're listening to, kindly let me know in the comment section. I would also want to listen to it. And yeah, anyways, we've come to the end of today's video. Please, before you leave, kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment in the comment section. Watch these videos. I'll leave them somewhere here. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay blessed and stay beautiful.